Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. It's Thursday, which means I'm here with this man. This is Matt. Matt is a magician. We're turning him into a better magician. Welcome to the Matt-umentary. How you doing, Matt?
The fuck was that?
I don't know, it's just like a...
What happened then?
It was an intro. It's like, meet Matt Cluley. For many, many years, Matt has had nothing to do with magic. He's looked on, desperately, hoping and wishing that one day he could do the tricks that his idols have done, that he's watched through his years, and he's tried to hide that emptiness with performing in metal bands and acting and backup dancing with Take That, but nothing filled that void by unlike wanting to learn magic. And then one day, one fateful day, Matt met me.
And my life went to shit.
Oh dear! And then
very dramatic.
I am. I'm bringing a bit of Hollywood to the Matt-umentary. You don't have a fucking budget for this, so
What are the shirts about?
Hey, this is my festive shirt. I've got 3 of them.
3 of the same festive shirts.
This is, you know, when people say, "Oh, do you only wear plaid shirts and do you only wear checkered shirts?" Yes, if I see a shirt I like, I get like 4 of them in case I lose it. So how many times have I been to a gig and I've left a shirt or an item of clothing at a gig?
Often.
Yeah, so I get more than one shirt. That's the secret.
Makes
So if you see
sense.
me wearing the same shirt for 4 days, it's not that I'm stinky. It just means that I've got the same shirt. Changing it every day. How are you? How's things?
Yeah,
Yeah? You good?
I think so.
Good. We need to talk about the bear pit. It's coming up.
I know.
You excited?
No.
Why not?
Because
I was speaking to Gwilliam the other day. Gwilliam's...
Gwilliam?
Yeah, he's a gold member of the Netrix.
I know who he is.
Yeah, and he's doing the bear pit as well. He's got an amazing act. He's put together a specific act for the bear pit.
I know he has.
Yeah, it's really good. I helped him, just like I'm helping you.
I've spoken to him.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but
I do. Can't say anything.
no, obviously not.
But it's good.
I did say something. But I can't. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
We
nervous.
made a big decision. Me and Matt. We sat down and we chatted and we made a decision.
Did we?
A decision that affects Matt's bear pit act. Matt's decided that not to do cups and balls.
Oh yeah.
And the reason he's decided not to do cups and balls is because it's too hard for him.
No, it's not. That's not the reason.
The reason,
what I'm doing is
I'm
harder.
sorry, I'm joking. The reason he's decided not to do cups and balls is because he's shit. So,
I mean, that's true, but that's not the reason.
would you like to care to tell people why you're not doing the cups and balls?
Yes.
Go ahead. They're listening. They're waiting. They're sitting there on the edge of their collective seats, going, "We want to know why the amazing Matt Cluley isn't doing."
Somebody put something in his coffee this morning.
Yeah, vanilla. It was well nice.
What the fuck is going on?
Go on.
Oh, is this because Sarah's not around for the next couple of days?
Oh, it's bliss. Fucking amazing.
I was like, why is he so happy?
I've never been so happy in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down with the kids tonight, get them from school. They're going to sit down and watch Die Hard. I know it's an 18. It's fine. And, you know, you can't have Christmas. Sarah keeps saying you can't let the kids see Die Hard. It's the best Christmas film of all time. Sarah's not going to know. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Anyway, move on. It's not
You
about
do realise
Sarah.
Thea will tell it instantly.
No, I'll bribe her. That always works.
Right. So the reason that I'm not doing the cups and balls.
It's not because he's shit.
I mean, I am
No, you're not.
at the cups and balls.
I'm joking. You're not
But
shit.
I'm
You're
going
great.
to carry on learning it anyway. I'm going to carry on learning it anyway, just so I can do it.
Yes.
So if somebody's no, I'm not going to say that. But for part of my act that I'm going to do at the House of Secrets,
Not just part of it, the opening routine.
the opening routine of my act at the House of Secrets, I want to do Paul Daniels' chop cup routine. Mm-hmm. So I thought, if I'm going to learn that, because that's going to take time, and it's really hard, and if I'm going to do that, then why not do it in the bear pit as well?
It makes sense. It does make sense. I totally get that.
Because it's going to be different people in the bear pit to what's in
It
the
doesn't
House
make
of
any
Secrets
sense
and-
to learn the chop cup for one and the other. You may. My hope is that the stuff that you're learning, like the chop cup, you actually do it in your close-up walk-around set. I really would like to see that because chop cup is an amazing top table piece. I was working with Paul Hancock's the other day, and Paul does chop cup to close his banquet set. It's just brilliant. He's got one of the best chop cups routines I've ever seen.
Is it better than Paul Daniels'?
Okay, I'm going to say something rather controversial now.
Uh-oh. Are you ready for this, Mike?
I'm actually...
That's enough time for an edit. Go on.
Okay. I think that I'm not the biggest fan of Paul Daniels' chop cup routine.
Oh.
It's iconic. I get that it's iconic. And there's a certain irony in me saying the statement I'm about to say. But it's so quick and fast, it's almost like a bit confusing. It's like, I'm going to take the ball, put it over there, now it's under there. I prefer it nice and slow, like so that people can follow where the ball is and where it's meant to be. That's just personal preference. I know a lot of people love that style, and that's absolutely fine. Also, I'm not a big fan of the section, and it's not Paul, it was Di Vernon that originally came up with this, but he does that moment in his chop cup routine where it's like, hey, I'm not really putting it in my pocket, really I'm holding it secretly in my hand, and when I lift up the cup, I'm loading the ball underneath. Now, he's saying that so that he can get ahead of them, and it then becomes a surprise when it still is under there. But there's a lot of tricks that do involve dropping a ball from palm and lifting up a cup.
So he's revealing secrets.
No, I understand. Look, I just personally don't like that sequence, and I personally don't like the speed that Paul Daniels does the chop cup at. I can appreciate the skill and the difficulty level of doing it at the speed that he does it at, and you can't argue that thousands of people love it, and tens of thousands. He made a reputation doing the chop cup. Mm-hmm. I personally prefer a slightly different approach towards it.
Interesting.
So that's.
Do you agree with Craig? Comment in the below.
Oh, you can almost go in the marketing team. I'm so proud. Anyway.
Because I know that no one's going to agree with you.
Yeah, you probably are. Yeah, I'm on my own on that one. But yeah, so you're going to do the chop cup. We need to nail the bear pit. I know that you've nailed the content of the show at the House of Secrets, and we'll be talking more about... Yeah, we'll be talking more about that over the next few weeks. We're going to be getting live footage of Matt doing that at various different gigs. But you kind of really need to nail the bear pit. In some ways, the bear pit is going to be a more difficult thing to do than the House of Secrets, because even though the House of Secrets is a longer show, people are buying tickets to see you. The only people
there won't be anybody there, is what you're saying.
No, of course there will, because Ryland will be on there as well.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, there's a lot of people. Anybody who comes to the House of Secrets and sticks around till the Monday to watch you and buys a ticket to watch, they're interested in seeing you perform.
Is my show on the Monday?
Yeah.
Cool. That means most people will have gone home.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of people that stick around. Gwilym is sticking around to watch you.
Is he?
Yeah. He's not going back to Malta until the Tuesday.
We're meeting up at the Ruskin.
Cool. So there's going to be quite a lot of people there, but the people that are there are going to want to see. They're going to know who you are, and they're going to want you to succeed. And also you have.
Are they though?
Yeah, they are. And also they have more.
Is it people that are going to go and watch Ryland and want him to succeed, but then want to watch me fall flat on my face?
I doubt it. But even if I think they're going to want you to succeed, but also you're more comfortable on the stage, and that's a stage environment. And also the House of Secrets is set up to be a magic theatre. Just everything about it, I think, and also. You putting a lot of effort into the routines.
I'm putting a lot of effort into both.
I know you are, but the point is, the bear pit is out your comfort zone.
The stage. Whose comfort zone is the bear pit in?
No, nobody's. That's the point. You performing on stage with a mic, you're used to doing that. You performing in a bear pit environment with like loud, noisy, that's not in your comfort zone.
Whose comfort zone is that in?
Nobody's. But the point is. That's what I'm trying to say. The bear pit is a more difficult experience than...
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified.
I'm trying to... You asked me why. That's why. You're used to performing on stage. You're going to have a microphone. You're going to have a stage. You're going to have a planned out show. Everything's going to be set up for you to succeed. With the bear pit, it's not like it's your show. You're no different to any of the other people at the bear pit, and they're just going to be watching you, and there's going to be loud, and it's going to be, and also you're not going to be mic'd up. It's close up.
You're not mic'd,
it's close up. You can't do your mind reading shit. That won't work really in that environment.
You're gonna have to project.
Yeah. So there's a lot, unless you want to borrow Ryland's little portable mic.
No, it's fine. I've had a mic fail multiple times. I had a mic fail during the Rocky once. I had to do a 9.5 minute monologue with no mic in a 3,500 seater theatre, and the sound techs at the back of the room could hear me.
There you go. Boom.
I can project, man.
But I still think that you open with Balloon Swallow. Because I think that'd just be funny watching you deep throat a balloon. Then you go into Chop Cup, because it's the opener in your stage show. Why not have it as the opener in your Bear Pit act? And then we're going to go to the Bear Trap. You know, the...
Which I still haven't even seen.
Well, this is... You have, remember, you watched Nathan Earl do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Bear Trap. This is all leading to you... we're about to show some footage of you at London.
When we went to see Nathan?
Yeah, because
cool.
I want people to see this, because I took you to see...
They're so good.
I took you to see Nathan Earl. Now, the day that you went to see him, it was raining.
It was.
It was windy. It was very difficult for him to do a show.
There was a helicopter just hovering over his head.
Yeah, it was not. When it
was a nightmare. But he just looked at me and he was like, this isn't going to be great. And I'm like, I'm sure it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. And he smashed it. Yeah. And Sam, like, God, there was so many... Oh, they're so good, those guys. They're so good.
But that's a perfect example of being in an environment that's not conducive to... You know what I mean? It's a difficult environment to perform in.
Yeah,
people are walking back and forth. It's raining. Helicopters. There's loads of other shit going on. You've got to stop and build a crowd.
Sirens going off in the background.
And Nathan did a shorter show because people were getting soaked in the audience. But
we were standing there waiting for it to stop raining, and then you just went, okay, we're good.
Yeah, but you probably forgot, but he did the Bear Trap.
No, I remember him doing it now. Now you've said it. I do remember him doing it.
And you at the time were like, fucking hell, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Great.
So we're going to start, and I think that's the Bear Pit act. The Bear Pit act is Balloon Swallow, Chop Cup, maybe something else. And then finish off with
How long
the
have I
Bear
got?
Trap. You've only got like 8.5 minutes.
The Balloon Swallow's what?
Like
90 seconds?
90 seconds. The Chop Cup will be about 3 minutes. The Bear... Yeah, honestly, I don't think you'll need any more than that. Now, you're going to see some footage of Matt... you're going to see footage of Nathan's show. So we're going to show you the show that Matt watched. Actually, you stuck around and watched a couple of shows, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, Sam was there too. And yeah, there was a few guys down there. They're brilliant.
But
They're
then
so good.
Nathan chatted to you afterwards and gave you some advice.
He did.
On performing in a hostile environment. Not that the Bear Pit is a hostile environment. I'm sure that most of the people in the audience want you to succeed, but it's a hostile audience in that it's
not what I've heard. People that go to see people in the Bear Pit, like, even them was just like, there's people there that want you to fuck up.
Yeah, well, there's people that are going to be in the audience that are going to wonder why you're there and they're not.
Yeah, why am I there?
And honestly...
Do I deserve to be there? No. Did I want to be there? No.
Yeah. It's like,
why the fuck are you here? I've no idea.
What has Matt Cluley got?
Nothing.
What has Matt Cluley got?
Nothing.
Oh, by the way, Nem does a lot of videography.
Yeah.
I've got...
Oh, fuck, I know where this is going.
He's going to be videoing every single one of your Bear Pit performances.
Why all of them?
Well, because...
There's 7 identical... just in case I fuck something up.
Well, yeah, basically. I want to make sure that we've got every single one of them.
Heaven forbid we film the first 6 and then miss the last one when he chops his fucking fingers off.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're on my safe wavelength.
Yeah. On your what?
Wavelength. So, Nathan gave you some great advice. Let's have a look at this footage of Matt watching Nathan's show and then getting some advice from Nathan afterwards.
Ollie, where you from? England. Welcome home. Ollie, do me a favour, push the table in a bit more. Check these coins out, have a look at them. While you're doing that, I'm just going to get to know my audience. From England is Ollie, where you guys from? From England as well. You know Ollie? Fair enough. Where you guys from? Where, sorry? I don't know where that is, but anyway, it sounds like a long way to come to see me. Where you guys from? Portugal. Awesome. Where you guys from on this side? India. Perfect, so we have an international audience. Now, Ollie, you've had all the time in the world to check my coins out, is that correct? If you are, can you pop those on the table for me? Amazing, watch this. Now, by the way, before I start the show, very important to stress, nothing here, nothing here, nothing up the sleeves, nothing around the hand. Now watch these coins and don't blink, otherwise you miss the magic. Here, look, watch the coins. Can you watch my hand? Perfect. And what your name is? Can you watch this hand? Because look, it's very fast. You see they actually travel across like that. I'll do it again, watch. Yeah. See it travel? Now this is the stuff I just do to warm up. At the end of the show, I do a dangerous trick. Watch the coins, watch this hand, and watch that one as well, you see? What's your name over here? Can you squeeze these coins really tight, Isabel, and don't drop them? Really tight. Make a fist. Turn your hand like that. I'm going to go all the way over to here. Let me see. What's your name? Yeah, just take that coin and don't drop it, yeah? You got my coin? I'm kidding, it's still there. You just can't see it. But watch. When I take the stick and I tap the box and I shout go, you throw that coin. Keep it closed, yeah? Here we go. Hold your hand a little bit higher. Watch. Go. Throw that coin. Throw it. Yeah, just like that. It does 14 somersaults and it lands in your hand. Can you take those coins? Just pop them on the table for me here. Amazing. Now, Isabel, stand this side a second. I want you to choose a coin, anyone you like. Yeah, it's a free choice. They're all the same, especially this one. Which one you want? That one, yeah. High five. You go to school? I do. It's called the magic circle. Now, this coin over here we couldn't actually use because it's different to the other coins. Does anybody know why? If you know why, raise your hand. I'll tell you, this coin over here is actually too big to use, so we can't actually use that one. So we're going to take this one instead and make it float in midair. Can you take that? Perfect. Just step back a moment into a second. Like I say, we'll make that coin float in midair. If you want to see me do this, everybody, just say yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Before I do that, a quick little throwaway trick with this one. Watch. Now, can you pass me that? Now watch this. If I make the coin float, and I do this is not really making it float. It's actually going from one hand to the other. I can even do this. Some people say it's showing off. I like to call this 6 years of my life and no social life. But if I really make it float, it goes up. Watch. Just like that, you see? Oh, back down. Don't worry. It's just me testing the gravity. Look, it goes from here to there, and it goes from here. Look, it goes up, just like that. In fact, I'm going to keep doing this trick until somebody starts clapping. Oh, thank you. Now it gets better. Watch. You take the hand, you take the stick, you tap the hand like that, you tap, the coin has actually vanished, totally gone. It doesn't go very far. Look, it actually lands over here. Look, wait, don't move. It actually lands over here behind your ear, you see? Some people still don't trust what I'm doing, so I'll give it to you to examine. Can you check that coin out? Have a look at it. Oh, wait, Isabel, can you look behind your ear? Is the coin there? Okay, look, it's actually gone here to my nose like that. Is anybody following this? Does anybody care? I'm going to read somebody's mind, so what's your name? Correct. Put your arms like this. Everybody here put your arms out. We're going to try and rescue this show. Put one hand over the other like that. Perfect. Squeeze tight. Watch. A bit higher on this side. Put your arms together just like that. Watch. On the count of 3, everybody do as I do. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then everybody relax your hands, except you, sir. Can you put your arms like that? Like this? Perfect. Here we go. I want you to do me a favour and just take this bit of rope, give it a pull. Make sure it's not a bungee cord. Now, I can ask you guys to close the gap so the people left before. All right, there's only a little bit of liquid sunshine and they left, but that's okay. Here we go. Now, while you're examining my bit of rope, I'm going to introduce you all to my dangerous finale. Do you guys want to see some danger? Perfect, there we go. Now, watch this. For the end of the show, I'll be using this, a chopping board, and also one of these over here. Here we go. Yes, I have it. Perfect. Now, at this point, you've had all the time in the world to check out my rope. Is that correct? Perfect. Do me a favour. Can you throw me that piece of rope? Please throw me that piece of rope on the count of 3. 1. Okay, now watch this. We're going to cut the rope, but I do actually need my scissors. I'm just saying scissors because I can't say scissors. Oh, can you be a pair of scissors? Perfect. What I want you to do, we're going to take the ends of the rope and we're going to tie them up just like this. Here we go. So that way, it's completely secured. Now, watch. Hold your fingers like that and let me see. What's your name? Perfect, Matt. I'm going to go through the rope. When you shout stop, I will stop.
Stop.
Perfect there. Now, can you hold your fingers? Can you snip it about there? Yeah, snip it. Well done. Now, some people don't generally believe that this kid cut my rope. Hands up if you believe he did it. Oh, there's only a few. Most of you skeptics in the audience, understandable. Now, watch out. I'm actually going to untie this bit of rope, and you're going to come and cut it again. Can you come out here? You're going to demonstrate that to everybody. Face the front, smile, and look happy. Now don't worry, when I got up on stage to help a magician for the first time, nobody clapped for me either, so don't worry, okay? Now watch this. Ollie, yeah? Watch, we're going to take the ends of the rope and tie them up. Can you hold it? One in each hand, like a skipping rope, one end, just like that. Perfect. Face the front. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we're going to find out what's happened to this bit of rope. After that, everyone, I will attempt to solve a Rubik's Cube in a record time. Can I get an ooh? And then if it doesn't rain and I get some good energy, I'll finish the show with something dangerous. Oh, come on, something really dangerous. In fact, something so dangerous I might die here. Thank you. Now, do me a favour. Can you please blow on that knot? Blow. A little bit harder. A little bit stronger. I don't spit, okay? Now watch. Let go of that. You can take the knot. Look, it goes down here. It goes down there. And it goes down here and up. Oh, by the way, this bit over here, everybody, goes on for 2 hours. Oh, thankfully that helicopter's going away now. I can hear myself speak. Look, do that. Take it off. Put it with both hands. And show that it's restored to its full glory. Amazing. Now, Ollie, you do a good job on my show. I think we're getting somewhere. You get a prize. That's right. You're going to win £50, yeah? £50 from Matt over here. Now, I'm not going to take £50 from you. Now, before I do that, I see a lot of people kind of standing left, right, and centre. Matt, do me a favour. Can you pop your feet on that bit of rope for me over here? We're going to sort this audience out and make it look more like an audience, and less like I'm preaching in Covent Garden about something. I'm going to move this just here. Okay, just behind the rope. Yeah, thank you so much. What's your name? Kevin. All the kids behind the rope. Perfect. And Kevin, can you put your foot just over there? Yeah, put your foot. Yeah, there you. Can you put your foot? Thank you. Kevin. Here we go. I'm going to put this a little bit this way. Now, at this point, can everybody here please come up to the red rope that I put down on the ground? If you'll move together once again, nobody feels embarrassed. And you guys as well, just up to here. I'm not going to pick on you, bring you on stage and try and embarrass you. But if you close the gaps, thank you so much. That'd be amazing. Here we go. We're going to see how we go. If the rain, as I say, gets really bad, I'll send you all inside. But here we go. Are you all good to win a prize? Awesome. Come and stand it. Here we go. Watch this. Now, solving the cube, and let's test your energy, audience. For the big finale of the show, I will give you, if it doesn't rain, the most dangerous card trick in the world. Now, this show works on your energy. So the more energy you give me like that, the more energy I have, the more I give back to you, and once again, the better the whole show. The most dangerous card trick in the world. Perfect. But you know what? Help me out here. Everybody here, we go one more time to the rope. Beautiful. Everybody here, one more step in on that side. Good stuff. Here we go. It's a quick show, but it's a good show. I like it. Here we go. Now, watch this. Do not take your eyes off the cube. My fingers never ever leave my hands. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Now I'll do it. Watch. Nothing in my hands. You can see it here and there. In 3, 2, 1. We throw it just like that. Look, can you actually see that every single side of the cube is solved? Come on, London, make some noise. And now hold it, because now I do my finale. If you want to see that, say yeah. Beautiful. If you want to see me risking my career today for your pleasure and your entertainment, say oh yeah. And if you want to see me hurting myself, say hell yeah. Just a couple of kids, okay? Here we go. On the table, Ollie, we have an animal trap. Now, kids, this is not a toy from a toy shop. This is not a joke from a joke shop. This is very, very real. Now, I have my chopping board, I have my trap, and I also have a little bit of water. Yes, here it is. Now, this water, I'm just going to put on the ground here, just before it becomes invisible. Can everybody here come up to the water line? Beautiful. Everybody here, tuck into the rope. Amazing. Now, this is not just any water, people. This is actually very special spring water. Now, this is a comedy magic show, so if at any point you find anything funny, feel free to laugh out loud, let out your emotions, lets me know you're having a good time. Now, this is the dangerous trap. This one here is the really dangerous trap. You as an audience are going to vote for whichever one you want. But to prove to you how real it is, I do have some of this pasta. Now, when I take the pasta, people, and it hits the trigger of the trap, the speed at which the jaws move is around 80 meters per second, which for those that don't know, is equivalent to 180 miles an hour. So are you with me so far? Amazing. And you've got a very simple job, is to choose a card. When I flick through and you shout stop, I will stop. Perfect. Take the card and show everybody what's on the face. Do not let me see. Amazing. Now, some people think I use marked cards. So can you show them there's no markings on the back? Just show them the back of the card as well. Yeah, thank you for showing me the 8 of hearts. Appreciate it. Doesn't matter if I see it, it's not that kind of a trick. Just draw a smiley face on there, on the face. Perfect, not on the back, just don't cut yourself for that. It is a Sharpie. Here we go. Now watch. This is why, people, you should never ever put your fingers inside one of these. Pull the case back. Oh my God. The crowd gets bigger, the tricks get better. Set that, perfect. Have you signed it yet, Ollie? Amazing, here we go. Right, setting the pasta off. Let's do this, people. One more step in at the front. Beautiful. Can you put the lid on the pen so it doesn't dry up? Yes. Now, If you guys want me to use this for my finale today, just clap and cheer now. Oh, wait. If you want me to use this one over here with the teeth, clap and cheer now. Perfect. Now, Ollie, pass me the card. If you can all remember what this one is, give me a thumbs up. All right, here we go. We're going to finish this off nice and quick. Here we go. Can everybody give me an ooh? And everybody give me an ah. Here we go. I'm going to put the cards in the trap. Now, to prove I'm not cheating, your card, Ollie, is not on the top and it's not on the bottom. Now, I can either put the cards in the trap the easy way, which is this way, or I can do it the hard way, which is that way. But if I do it the hard way that way, it's got more chance of my fingers hitting the trigger and ruining my career before the trick started. So, London, should I do it the easy way or the hard way? I think most of you said the easy way. I'll do it the hard way. Here we go. There we go. Now, Ollie, pass me the pen. Awesome. Did you have a good time helping out my show? Awesome. I'm going to send you back so you can see it before you go. You were awesome. So give me 5. Give me 5. £5. Face the front. Take a bow. They'll clap for you. I finished the show. Give a round of applause. Now, here we go. Big finale. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, did you have a good time? Perfect. I'm going to say finish this off nice and quick. I don't want to see the kids getting soaked for too long. At the end of the show, I really hope you had a good time. Did you all have a good time for what you saw? Awesome. This is going to amaze you. At the end of the show, I will hold out my hat. You know what? If you were to buy me a drink for doing one trick, you'd pay £7 for beer. You know what? I think £10 for quality entertainment like this is a good tip. If you think that's a lot of money, take a £10 note anywhere in London and see how much fun you have with that. £20 makes my day. If you don't have any cash, I do have a card machine as well. Thank you for sticking me within the rain. Does that sound reasonable, what I said? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Here we go. Right, let's do it. Everybody hands in the air. One clap for me, one clap for you. Here we go. One clap. Another clap. 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 Everybody clap. Let's go a bit louder. A bit harder. Faster. Strong. Here we go. Keep it going. I'm going to count from 5. Ready? 5. Keep clapping. Go on. 4. 3, 2, 1. Now, at the beginning of the show, we did have a playing card site. Anybody, what was the name of it? 8 of Hearts. Ladies and gentlemen. We got it! Come on, everybody, make some noise!
That was sick.
Oh, thank you.
That was so good.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was amazing. Like, I've been down here once before to see, like, street performance and stuff, and to be honest, watching you guys just scares the crap out of me.
It is basically like, in some ways, it's like the School of Hard Knocks doing this.
Yeah, it's. I would imagine. I mean, I've never done anything like that before. I've never busked. I've never.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in bands and performed, and now I'm a magician and I perform. But everything I do is like on a stage or in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
Like that looks terrifying.
I mean, it definitely is when you first go out there and do it. It's like a, I mean, a lot of the time you come here and it's hard to get the crowd if you've never done it before, and then trying to retain them throughout the duration of the performance.
Because that must have been a particularly difficult one, because it was raining on and off and it's cold. And
yeah, sometimes just the weather conditions. It's like there's a lot of sometimes external factors as to why sometimes there's so many variables on the street. Like again, I was in a show when I did in the dark, and yeah, it's a bit cold, a bit chilly, and a bit hard to kind of get going. And sometimes there's a language barrier because it's in central London. And, people come from all over the world to go and see shows.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's the same with Blackpool, isn't it? So, I mean, the reason that he's brought me down here to watch you specifically is because this is what you do, right? So you're used to performing to potentially difficult audiences, and so everything that I've done so far magic-wise, I've been booked to go. They're expecting a magician, and I've been on a stage where people have paid to come and see a magician, whereas he's chucking me in the bear pit, isn't he? And that's about as hostile an environment for a magician apparently as you can get.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, when you're amongst other magicians, it's definitely. I mean, obviously here it's like the lay public. I mean, you do have magicians behind the pitch and sometimes here, but in the when it comes to the bear pit, you're literally right next to somebody else as well. There's always like a lot of clapping and cheering for them, and it's like you've got to be the best you can be and be on top form. So that's why it's called the bear pit, because it's like cutthroat.
What advice would you give me for doing as a magician that is not particularly skillful and very new to it? What advice would you give me? How am I going to get away with this?
So when you're in a cutthroat competition like that, in a sense, you got to have that thing that really stands out. You got to think to yourself, why am I the best out of here? In a sense,
but I'm not.
But you're not, right? But you've got to believe that you have to think about something about you that's the best about. What's the best thing you think is about yourself? So you say you're not that skillful. I haven't, in all fairness, all seen you perform.
As a magician, I'm not skillful, but I've been a professional performer for 20 years.
So there you go. You've got that. So you know how to perform.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Now there are a lot of magicians out there who focus solely on doing tricks, and they don't have a performance skill sometimes.
Right, okay.
I'm not saying the people in the bear pit, I'm sure if they've been picked by the Blackpool Convention organisers, yeah. But what I'm saying is you can really believe that in yourself, that you've got the performance skills. You've been performing possibly for a longer time even than someone, a lot of magicians out there.
I've been on hundreds of stages all over the world.
Yeah.
But I've never done anything like that. Like when you're performing, like when I was a magician, when I was a musician, when you're performing I've performed to thousands of people at a time, and it's been fine because they're there to watch the music show.
Yeah.
But when you know there's other musicians in the audience, that's terrifying because you're being judged by somebody that knows what's happening. Whereas the bear pit is an entire room full of magicians,
Exactly.
and that's terrifying.
Don't forget that what you'll probably be going through a lot of the time might be imposter syndrome as well. So
Yes,
you'll be thinking
very much
it's
so.
going, it's going a lot worse than it is. The thing is, it's not, because you'll find that people are a supportive audience. There's a lot of security around. And the thing with magicians is that it's such a big community. If anyone behaves badly towards you there or anything, then their name gets spread out throughout the convention. It gets spread across the magic community. So, so it's not going to go as bad as you think it is. It's just, I know it's going in itself. You're like, oh my god, I can't do this. But I think it's going to go better. It will go better than what you think it's going to go right now. And even my first street show when I did out there as well, of course, it's terrifying. But you think to yourself, it went actually quite well.
So with performing to kind of like hostile audiences, as Craig keeps saying, which is a terrifying phrase in itself, is there anything that you do differently when it's people that people that are walking down here haven't come down to see a magic show, have they? They've come down and you've just accosted them on the way down and made them. So is there anything that you do differently to kind of hold an audience's attention when it's someone that's not necessarily there to see you?
Yeah, I mean that's literally the job in its entirety. It's you're selling yourself, and you're basically trying to win them over. So those people, the idea is you turn not so much necessarily hot. I mean, in our eyes, some of them are hostile. I mean, unless they're like swearing at you, they're not really hostile. It's just the fact they might not be very responsive, or they might be like, well, we're going to go and we're going to go down and we're going to watch a musical, or we're going to go and. But the thing is, you want to make them forget about everything that's going on almost in their world, or what's going on in the world at the minute, and then you win them over. And I think some of they're challenging. They can turn out to be some of the best shows because it's a thing where you've really taken something from nothing and you've really grown it. So that's what I do. I mean, you've got to kind of play to the energy of the audiences out there. So sometimes what I do is I read the crowd. So sometimes, you go out there is a show that's really up for it from the off, and they're really giving a lot of energy from the off, and that way you can kind of play that energy. But sometimes they're not, and you've got to do little things to win them over. That's why I start, with a little bit of close-up. I do, a little something with a coin, and all that kind of stuff. Just a little flurry or whatever. But that way they kind of see on the streets that you are safe. Because obviously being a street character, you could be anyone, couldn't you, when you're on the streets?
Yeah.
They might not know who you are, they might think you're not that you're not safe, but you could be a preacher, or you could be someone who's just trying to sell something, or trying to force political beliefs or religious beliefs on something, that they don't want that. So you doing a little bit of close-up magic at the start, they know that you're kind of separating yourself from that, and they know that this person's obviously learnt their craft and been doing a little bit of close-up, and then eventually the crowd grows and grows. So it's like a domino effect. When people watch other people watching you do magic, essentially.
Yeah. I know as you were performing, like more and more people kept turning up, and people once there's a bit of a crowd there, people are more inclined to stop and
and then they eventually get locked in. So there's that point in the show where at the beginning you'd be building it, and then by the end you've got that crowd and you've locked them in at that point, and now they're all there for your finale. So that's what it is. It's a big trick that you're going to do at the end.
Talking about tricks, so Craig's got me to learn the cups and balls.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't say that I'm good at it, but I'm practicing all the time and I'm getting there slowly.
Yeah.
Now I know that you don't do the cups and balls in your show, but you do like a chop cup routine in your show.
I do, yeah. Do you want to possibly see it?
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Do we come around over here? Yeah. Now, do excuse the table, because this is the table where I've just literally come off from a show, so you can see. I'll put that down.
Animal trap.
It's fine, it's not set at the minute, so yes. I'll put that down here. So as you can see, the spaghetti's been smashed.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do? You're going to be a participant with me, so come and stand here. Alright, so we've got the cup. We've got the ball, right? So we're going to drop the ball inside the cup like that. When I shake it, Can you give me an ooh? Perfect. I'm going to take the ball away. I'm going to put it in the bag. Can you give me an ah?
Ah.
And when I show you there's nothing under the cup, then I wave and snap and you bring the ball back. Can you give me a... Can you give me a... Oh, can you do that? Oh, you're clapping, which is good. Now, here's the thing. I want you to blow on that cup for me. A little bit harder. And blow a little stronger. Perfect. So when you do that, you actually manage to make a tomato appear underneath the cup, yeah? You like that? Yeah, that was good.
That was very good.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a chance to do this. You take the stick. What's your favourite magic word?
Alakazam.
Alakazam. Can you wave it over the cup? Just say Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Perfect. Now, as you come forward and lift that cup, see what happens. Ah, the lemon. Do you know what drives me mad? I don't even know how those two. They don't even fit in there yet. Fit that.
That's very good.
Thank you.
It's very, very good.
It's the one I do on the streets. Just to,
That's the one you
yeah.
do out here?
That is the one I do out there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
That's a perfect example of keeping it simple as well.
Yeah.
that was, I mean, I didn't see him do it.
Because you know what? Because you know what I find more impressive, and obviously we're talking about, talking about street performing and talking about their pit and having, but yeah, keeping it simple is good. What I think about that, I don't do that as my finale. Obviously, this is the one I do as my finale. But
Yeah.
when I keep it simple with that, with the cup and ball, basically the most impressive things are when you produce the fruit.
Yeah.
The cup. That's the most impressive thing. I don't think that about a cups and balls routine as well. But yeah.
Okay. So would you say if I'm going to do the cups and balls at the bear pit in front of magicians,
Yeah.
is it better to, because I've had various different advice and stuff, people are saying put some flourishes in there and
Yeah.
stuff and show a bit of skill, or would it be better to just, in the bear pit environment, just keep it simple?
Well, do you know what I think you should do? Think of it. I think if you're going to do cups and balls, because obviously it's a classic, I think if you're going to do a standard cups and balls, that's all well and good. But if you're talking about really like standing out with it, I think you want to produce something. Maybe have like a. You can produce a bill inside a lemon or something like that. You can produce a banknote inside a lemon. Magicians will carry cash because it's a convention. You can do something like that, or you can produce something underneath a hat or something like that. So something like that that's got a real cliffhanger to it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm thinking from my street performance point of view. But in
No,
in a
it makes
ruthless
sense.
environment, you know, they'll be like, wow, this was the guy that did this, so this is the guy that did that. We'll remember this guy.
That sounds like a good tip.
Yeah.
Greg's nodding his head. So yeah.
And by the way, Ryland's on a fantastic cups and balls routine. So,
I know,
yeah.
his cups and balls routine is the one that I'm doing.
Yeah.
He taught me that cups and balls routine, so that's
Yeah.
the one I'm doing in the bear pit.
Sure,
But
yeah.
it's whether I throw some flourishes in there or add a little bit extra in the end and stuff, and that sounds like a great idea. So
Yeah.
we'll get working on that, right? Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll see what we can do.
Have you got one last piece of advice, Nathan?
Have I got one last piece of advice? Enjoy it. Do what you enjoy and enjoy what you do. Hope for
Enjoy
the
it.
best. I'd not say hope for the best because it will be the best, but I'm saying, you know,
It'll be my
do your
best.
best. Do your best because that's the best you can do. It works both
Exactly.
ways.
It'll be
Yeah.
my best. It's just whether my best's good enough, you know? But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in February.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there?
I'll be there in the convention. I've booked my tickets, but now I need to book the train tickets because they haven't come online yet. But when they do,
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
need to
get
come
on
to
it.
the bear pit and like,
Yeah.
like knowing someone like you's there might kind of. I don't know whether that would make me more nervous or whether it'd calm me down.
I'm gonna be
I don't know.
harsh. I'm gonna be really harsh.
No,
Okay.
don't do that. Dude, thank you so much.
That's
I
all right,
really
yeah.
appreciate it, and it was an incredible show. And I've learned so much just from watching you, what you guys do. You and
Yeah.
Sam, and oh, it was amazing.
Without me putting myself on a pedestal, it is watching street performance in general is like a masterclass, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
You're seeing it in
The
raw.
energy and the speed that you go through everything,
Yeah.
and everything's so like clean, and it's just it's beautiful to watch.
Thank you. And you know
Yeah.
what? One other piece of advice as well. If you think the bear pit is really like raw and ruthless and everything, well, look what I do.
I know,
I'm
yeah.
saying, well, this really is. There's no. Yeah, you're not in a controlled environment. You are in a controlled environment, so you're not gonna.
Yeah, at least the bear pit people are coming to watch magicians and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're expecting to see magic. This
Yeah.
is just people walking down
Yeah.
the street.
And don't forget, if it was that easy, more people would do it, right?
Oh, 100%.
So you're doing something which is difficult. So
It's not as hard as what you just done, though. I can't imagine.
The other thing that I would say, by the way, watching Nathan and having seen Nathan perform a few times, one thing that you could learn from street performing in general, but also from Nathan, is the ability to be prepared to ad-lib.
Yeah.
Like, Matt is very scripted.
Right.
He likes to be completely scripted on
I'm an
every-
actor. That's what I'm trained to
Yeah,
do.
but the thing is, I think that ad-libbing is just as important, and that's
Yeah.
something you would have seen in Nathan's show
Yeah.
again. And
Oh,
again.
100%. Yeah.
I'll add to that as well. You know, that sometimes as well, depending on how the show's going as well, you have to sometimes chop and change certain things. You have things in your repertoire, but there's ad-libbing. And yeah, there's also like sometimes if you know if it's like an amazing crowd and the kid's like golden, what I'll do is I'll give the kid a note. I'll give them a £5 note, and you know, change $1 into a £5 note for them, and you know, then it's lovely. And I say, do you enjoy the show? And they pretend to tip me and stuff. Some days, you know, it's not like sometimes it's too cold or it's too hot, because yeah, every show is different.
It's got to be able to think on your feet.
And you know, when it's quiet, I'll cut things. You know, I'll add certain things depending on if I need to boo the crowd more, if I think they're already there. So it's literally what it is. It's ad-libbing, and yeah.
And it's all with experience, right?
Yeah, it's like you again reading the crowd and seeing where you're going. You know, you're driving the car down a road. You're choosing which road to go down. So, yeah.
It's complicated stuff, this magic malarkey, isn't it?
Really is.
Bloody hell. Right, dude, again, thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
I really, really appreciate it.
That's all right, no problem.
I'll see you in Blackpool, I guess.
You will indeed, yeah.
All right, mate, cheers.
First of all, great show. Second of all, thank you, Nathan, for spending time.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah, spending time chatting to you. He gave you some great advice, didn't he?
And he took us to a place that does amazing donuts.
He did take us to an amazing donut shop, and amazing hot chocolates.
Yes.
But-
oh god, that hot chocolate was so good.
But the advice that he gave you,
Oh yeah. Yeah, the guy is super experienced. He works in what I consider to be an incredibly hostile environment. Not hostile. I think when we say hostile environment in the entertainment industry, regardless of what you're performing, it doesn't mean what it would mean in the normal world. It's not a war zone. You know what I mean? No one's there trying to kill you. But a hostile environment is basically, specifically to Covent Garden. A lot of people that come and watch the show aren't planning on seeing a magic show that day.
No.
They're just out shopping. It's Christmas. They're sightseeing. They're going to meet family. They're going to that amazing donut shop. You know what I mean? And they're not, all of a sudden, there's a magician there going, come and watch my show. It's not like somebody's
but in that respect, it's a little bit like the Bear Pit. In the Bear Pit, there's so much going on at Blackpool. There's normally like 2 or 3 lectures going on at the same time. There's the dealer hall. There's places that you can go and session. Biggest dealer hall in the world. And it's like people
so people don't need to
see
go to the
Bear
Bear
Pit.
Pit.
A lot of people are like walking past, going, "Oh, what's that?" And it's kind of like, "Oh, let's see if that impresses us." And if it doesn't, they walk out.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could just not bother. There's loads of other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like you say, there's lectures going on. There's the biggest dealer hall in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like House of Secrets is around the corner. They'll be open for drinks, as will the Ruskin. There's no reason for anyone to go to the Bear Pit. I don't think.
Yeah, but they will.
I don't think there's any reason for anyone to go near the Bear Pit.
Trust me, I guarantee you, there's going to be
There's
a
loads
lot of
of other
people
stuff going on.
that are going to be tuning in to watch Matt kick ass do really well.
I genuinely don't think. I went last year. It wasn't very impressive. I just think everyone should avoid it.
It's not working, Matt. Not working. So, what I want next week, we're going to be showing some live performance footage of a routine that you're planning on doing in your stage show. Now, let me explain where this live footage is coming from. We have an illusion show coming up, and the illusion show is one that I've done 2 years in a row, and it's for one of the most expensive boarding schools.
Oh, no.
In the world. It's down London, one of the most expensive boarding schools in the world. And we're going to get footage of you performing to a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds.
That is a hostile environment.
We're going to be in their
The
theatre.
gig that you said's really difficult.
And that I need to be on it because I
you
don't want
need to
anyone
be on
else
it.
on it other than me and someone else.
And then I get dragged into it. And now I've got to perform. Am I doing it on my own?
Yeah. So, I will let you...
Remember he was going on about this gig the other day when it's just like, make sure nobody else but me goes on that because it's one of the hardest gigs that we do all year round. It's really tricky. It's a prep school, like a boarding school, where it's like literally hundreds of thousands of pounds a term for these kids to go to this school. And they're all like, they're hard to impress.
I say kids, it's not a kid show, it's 17, 18-year-olds.
Well, they're 17, 18-year-olds. So it's an adult show, but they're all 17, 18. So
And they have more money than you could possibly
they've got,
imagine.
yeah.
From all over
And
the
it's
world.
like it's one of the hardest gigs that we do in the year.
I love doing it because they book every year because we always put a kick-ass show on, but it's 2 50-minute... It's a proper theatre show. So we take over their theatre. We do 2 50 minutes. We take all the illusions, long wheelbase band, take all the illusions, do a little front of cloth stuff, and it needs to be different every year. So I've got the show planned. But what I want you to do is...
So not an easy gig with like a bunch of drunk people at a corporate event. No, just go straight in and do in front of a bunch of hard to please 17 and 18-year-old, which gets great.
Now, think about your show. I'm not going to get you to do the whole show. That would be ridiculous. But think about your show that you just told me last week. You know the running order of your show now. You're scripting it. When I snap my fingers, I want you to name the trick that you're going to be doing at this illusion show.
Wait. I get to choose.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds.
No.
1, 2.
What?
3.
What do I do? What's the best one?
4.
What have I got at? What have I got?
5.
Psychology.
Psychology.
Can I do psychology?
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
You didn't say Stebbins.
Well, that's not...
Shit! What did I say, Steven?
That's
not in the stage show. Yeah, I could do psychology.
Okay, now obviously we can't get any of the kids on camera, so you bring somebody up on stage. So what you're going to have to do is I'm going to be filming.
Is it a theatre?
Yeah.
I'll just get someone to stand up.
Yeah. That's what I was going to suggest. Have someone stand up, or have someone go to the bottom of the steps.
I'll just stand somebody up, get us to walk into the stairs in the middle. Maybe bring them down as far down as I can bring them, and
I'll get Kat to film it because Kat will be with us as well because she'll be jumping in all the boxes and stuff.
Fuck! I've never even seen this theatre.
So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So
is it a proper theatre?
Yes. So proper theatre, proper sound system, proper everything. So
fuck.
I want to lay out what's happening over the next couple of weeks so you and the audience at home know. Next week, we're going to be, we will have that footage and we're going to break down that because that's going to be great because you're going to be taking a trick that you've never done before, putting it in front of quite a difficult audience and we can look at how it works. Huh?
How many of them is
About 500. 600, something like that. And then the following week, we're having a week off, aren't we? Because it's Christmas. Boxing Day, isn't it? Or a couple of days after Boxing Day. Like, I don't know, but we're having the week off the next week because we've got Christmas programming all week, haven't we, Michael? And then the following week, which I think will be the first week in January or the end of December or something like that. So next week, we're going to be talking about colour psychology. The week after...
You know it's not called colour psychology.
Whatever the fuck it's called. The week after, we're going to be having a week off from this shit. And then the week after that...
Having a week off?
Well, there's other stuff that we're going to put on. We're going to be putting on Christmas programming, so you can have a bit of a break.
Christmas programming?
Yeah, we got loads of really exciting stuff.
How about we do a Christmas Matt special? Just so that he doesn't get any time off.
Oh, no, we are, aren't we? We're doing the 5x5 Matt
we
special
are.
tomorrow. We're filming it tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. And we'll tell you tomorrow. And...
No Christmas Matt special?
Yes, we're doing it already.
I don't want a Christmas Matt special.
It's already programmed. You have no choice. The week after, I'm going to get you to perform your whole bear pit act to camera.
Oh, wait, hold! I haven't even seen it. The trap. I haven't even seen it.
I'm giving it you tomorrow, along with a choco. I've managed to source you. I've bought you as a present, Matt.
When's this got to be done by?
Shut up. I've bought you as a present the actual style of chop cup that Paul Daniels used.
Where did you get that from?
I searched everywhere. Everywhere. I went through every shop. No one had one. Then I found one at Alakazam.
You searched everywhere and then found one at Alakazam.
Why
didn't you start at Alakazam?
I didn't think Alakazam would have one, right?
If I wanted something like that, where's the first place I would think, I know what I'll do, I'll call Pete. You went around the entire world and then called Pete.
Yeah.
And Pete went, yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
Why don't you just start with Pete?
Never thought. Whatever. But you're going to get your bear trap and you
Wait, when have I got to do this by?
We're going to be filming it. Michael, what's the dates? So, this is going up this Thursday. What's this Thursday?
14th.
14th. Next Thursday is when we're talking about psychology. When's that?
21st.
21st. Then the following week is a week off, isn't it?
Yeah, the 28th.
28th. And then the following week
is the 4th.
4th. So on the 4th of December.
Not on the 28th anyway.
No, but we're having a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, good.
We're off.
We're off.
Great. Fucking congratulations. Merry bastard Christmas. I'm still sitting in the fucking office trying to sell stuff to people that are eating turkey. Why the fuck am I here?
sell stuff to people that are eating turkey.
No one's going to be doing it.
Oh
Everyone's
yeah,
just gonna be
right.
fucking-
Hang on, right. Let's fucking have a word at this. Last year, you and Liz convinced me that nobody will book in, nobody will inquire over Christmas. It's dead. So I was like, right, fine, no problem. I spent the entire fucking Christmas period constantly on the phone. Apparently, a fuck ton of people want to organise fucking parties over
Liz
Christmas.
convinced you of that because I was here.
Do you know how many people inquired for a birthday party on Christmas fucking Day?
I'm definitely not working Christmas Day.
No.
If it's dry, I'm going out and buy Christmas Day.
Good job. You can train.
You
You
can
can
work
train.
Christmas
You can
Day.
train Ryland if you want.
To do what?
You know.
Oh no, fuck that. No, he's going to be too busy playing with whatever he's just been, what Santa brought him.
Yeah.
That's not my only day. I get Christmas Day and Boxing Day, that's it.
Okay.
It's
Fine.
supposed to snow.
So anyway, 4th of
Fucking
December.
Great.
4th of December. 4th of December.
4th of December, that was
4th of
10 days ago.
4th of January. 4th of January. It's the whole fucking bear pit act. So you've got all over Christmas to learn the chop cup. You've got all over Christmas to learn the chop cup and the bear trap.
I've only got 2 days off over
I'll give
Christmas.
you a clue.
I don't want to be sitting
The
on
bear
Christmas
trap
Day learning
is
the chop cup.
easy.
I bet it's not. Probably that
Dangerous, but easy.
Didn't look very easy when Nathan did it.
Well, no, he almost broke his fingers.
So how is that easy?
Easy for me. I'd have to do it. You've got 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us on the Matt-umentary. I hope you enjoyed that episode. And once again, thank you to Nathan Earl for being so awesome and giving Matt advice. We'll be back
Cheers,
again.
Nathan.
We'll be back again next week where we can analyse Matt's performance in front of 517-year-old prep school kids. Until then, I'll see you again soon. I'm Craig. He's Matt. Bye. Say bye, Matt.